Welcome back to our special preview of the Longines HKIR races on the weekend. The Turf World Championships on Sunday. We're looking at the 4 Group 1s. If you look at all the races, though, make sure you tune into Racing to Win, available on the website from 6 o'clock on Saturday night. Next up for us, we're looking at the Cup. $28 million for the Longines Hong Kong Cup, headed by Winbright. Barrier 8 for him, the winner from the QE2. Back in April, broke the track record on that occasion as well. Rise High for Casper Fownes and Vincent Ho from 3. Time Warp, the winner, back in 2017 from 6. Glorious Forever, last year's winner from 5. Dark Dream, one of 3 in the race for Frankie Lor, the other being the Derby winner from last season in Fiore from Barrier 1. Magic Wand, Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore. Then at Edessa for Alain Dupre and Stéphane Pasquier from Barrier number 4. Magic Wand, it was super win in Australia last time out, and she's been on the road since March. She's been in 5 different countries, 9 different Group or Grade 1 contests as well. Still looks like she's finding more. And speaking of Moore, Ryan Moore, what sets him apart, do you think, as a jockey?
Ryan, he's been a good jockey for a long time now. You know, he's I don't know, he doesn't make many mistakes, and you know, it's hard to explain. He's just good. He's good to watch. You know, he's just good.
He was good on Wednesday night as well at Happy Valley, wasn't he? With a winner there on Winning Feeling and Magnificent also. You see him riding all around the world, Brittany. Is there something that stands out for you about Ryan?
It's tough because he's not, I wouldn't say he's flashy by any means, but he's always seemed to be in the right spot. I think he's a tremendous finisher. Granted, he gets the best horses, so that obviously helps, but even then, he can get a long shot to just run. He somehow improves a horse. Something, again, you can't really describe it. You just watch it, and it's elite riding, and he brings the best out of whoever he's aboard.
And the good news for Ryan Moore is that Aidan O'Brien is running out of sons.
Yeah.
Joseph's retired, Donica has retired, so
he's used up his daughters.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
So you know, on a serious point, he's likely to have even more Group 1 opportunities next season. As for Magic Wand, she is nails, hard as nails. She's been all over the world. She's a classic Galileo. Aidan has 3 runners at this year's HKIR. Galileo is the daddy of them all. Is she good enough? She took a long time to break the Group 1 duck. McKinnon Stakes was a good race. I'm not sure it's as good as this race. All
right, well, let's speak to the man himself, Ryan Moore, who caught up with Ed Sadler at the IJC launch this week at Happy Valley.
Ryan, Magic Wand in the Hong Kong Cup. She got a Group 1 last time out in the McKinnon. She's done a lot of travelling this year. She looks a pretty tough mare.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously she's very tough, but she's high class, and she's thrived on her racing all year. She started in the Pegasus, and I think we had 3 trips to America, and obviously been busy in England and Ireland, and I think she's probably in the best shape she's ever been in Australia, though, and it was great that she finally won her Group 1 that she deserved. And look, I think Sha Tin will play to her strength. She loves fast ground, and mile and a quarter is perfect, and you know, she, like you said, though, she has been busy, but I'm sure she usually runs her race as long as she gets to her favourite conditions, so hopefully she'll run well.
There you go, that's Ryan Moore on Magic Wand. What about Winbright? Neil, that was a super win last season in the QE2.
Yeah, like, I mean, he smashed the track record, which is evidence in itself of how good a win it was. You know, and if you watch the replay again, he was in a very tricky situation, down the fence, 3-4 back. So he had to kind of extricate himself out and still show a turn of foot down the straight. And he was most impressive. So, you know, he's coming back for another bite of the cherry.
Yeah, and the trainer said at the time, this was the plan as well, to run there and then come back here in December. Alain Dupre, no stranger to Sha Tin. Brittany, he's bought a filly out this year in Edessa.
I'm a huge fan of Edessa. I don't know if I've got any other backers with me, but I think it could unfold at a quick pace, and she's got a nice kick. I saw her win at Belmont Park. Granted, that was just 3-year-olds, and it was a different class of competition. It wasn't even a Grade 1, but what she did to me visually, I think, was very impressive, and could sit the trip here.
Rise High, would he be the leading local hope? Well, he's coming off a sort of below par effort last time.
Yeah, you have to just park that. He didn't fire his best shot last time, but the time before, he looked a very high-class horse indeed when he got the better of Waikuku and Beauty Generation, and that's his career high watermark, and if he reproduces that, he'll go really close. So my heart is with him. I've followed him very closely since he came from Ireland, and I think on form he stacks up very well with anything in this race. Neil's right about Windbright. If he gets a severe gallop, the sort of thing that really drags horses off the bridle a long way out, he's dangerous.
And will they get it with Time Warp and Glorious Forever again?
Well, you never quite know when these two battling brothers bang heads, but they don't like giving up the lead easily, and more often than not, they hinder each other's chances.
All right, okay, well that's the pace angle, I suppose. Frankie Lor's got 3 runners in the race, and we get Frankie's thoughts here. Again, chatting with Ed Sadler.
You mentioned Time Warp. These two brothers always want to lead, it seems. Have you been trying to get him to settle? What are the tactics here, do you think, with Glorious Forever?
I think last season I tried on the trial, some is try to sit behind some horse. His looks okay, but in the race, anyway, I still need ask the jockeys to jump in first. If he can lead. If he cannot, just try to behind the leader.
Dark Dream, the blinkers go on for the first time here. Can he make his presence felt in this race?
I think he used the blinkers to trial. It looks good. And this morning, I put the blinkers on and let the jockey Damien land on gallop. He said, looks fun. The horse looks good. He happy. And I think should be more different. Use the blinkers.
And the Derby winner, Furore, that was his best run for the season last time. Is he hitting form at the right time for Sunday?
Yes, last time he's a very good one, and then we got a draw one, so I think we got a very good chance.
Who's the pick of your 3?
Yeah.
Well, let's start off with Fiore, Neil, who looked like he was struggling a little bit, but that last effort was much better, and off that, you'd have to give him some sort of chance.
Oh, absolutely. He kind of lost his way after the Derby, and you know, he was very impressive in the Derby because at the 200 I thought I was going to win it myself, and he just found another gear, and you know, he's a little bit older now, and he just kind of took a few runs, I reckon, just to get his confidence and just to get himself organised and you know, just to channel himself right. But I think his last run showed that he's starting to come back to his old self. So with that in mind, I reckon he can run a big race.
Yeah, and the Derby form's starting to look a little bit better now with him and Waikuku running as well. Glorious Forever, though, Brittany, we can't forget about it. He was last year's winner. From the front, made all.
It looks like a tough year for last year's winners, I will say. Coming off of a race, and a couple of races, I should say, not very favorable. And when we talk about the pace scenario, it could go head-to-head with his full brother. I think there's other directions that you could go in here. I think Glorious Forever, another one, not the same horse that he necessarily was last year.
Dark Dream, just very quickly on him. Graham, is he the third string?
I've been so frustrated by him. I thought he had the makings of a Group 1 horse here, but on recent form, you couldn't go overboard. Has he got some headgear this weekend, I think?
Blinkers first time.
They need to have a real galvanising effect.
Okay, so who wins?
Well, I think Rice High himself would be a really good story. Casper Fownes would be a very good story. And Vincent Ho winning the Hong Kong Cup would be a fantastic story. So I'm all in with Rice High.
All right, stories.
Stories are great, but let's get a price here too. And I love horses in good form, and for me, that's Adisa, and she's going to be a huge price here. And Alain Dupree has done very well here with horses that he's brought over, so I'll go with her.
All right, again, you've got free choice here, Neil. 8 sets of colours you can put on. Which one are you going for?
I think looking at the field, the one I'd go for was the horse that won the QE2. The clock doesn't lie. Windbright, I think. I think he's probably the best in the field, but this is probably the one race out of all the races that is open to anything to happen, depending on who's going to lead, who's going to do what, who jumps the fastest to be able to there. But this one could throw up a shock.
All right, I'm with Graham, all with the story. Rise high
Thank
here
you.
in the cup for Casper and Vincent. One more to go then. After the break, we'll look at the Vase and relive Exultant's win last year.